Right, a very good evening to you all. I hope we're all fine. It's Friday, the 20th of December, 2024, and we're here to take a look at the weather forecast for the UK for the next week to 10 days. I think we've even got enough confidence now to look forward towards the new year, so got a bit of ground to cover. I'll try and get it all done in 5 minutes if I can. Well, outside at the moment, it is milder now. We've got some rain across England and Wales. That's soon going to push out the way, and overnight it should be dry and fine for a time. However, by dawn, more rain will be pushing into the west of the UK, and that leads us into a rather cloudy day for many parts of the UK tomorrow morning, with this band of showery rain pushing quite quickly southeastwards, clearing the far southeast of England later on in the day. In its wake, we bring in a westerly to a northwesterly breeze with a mixture of sunshine and showers. And as that breeze starts to kick more into a northwesterly direction, will start to bring in cooler air. So by the end of the day, I'm expecting these showers, which will be most prevalent along the northern and western coasts and over the higher ground, perhaps taking on a little bit of a wintry flavour. Right, that leads us then into Sunday. Sunday is a cold day, it's a bright day, it's a sunny day. Temperatures will be struggling at no higher than 3 degrees in Scotland to 7 degrees on the south coast. As I mentioned, dry and fine for many. However, this west northwesterly breeze will be ushering in a lot of showers. Some of these showers heavy, frequent, hail, possible thunder, and above sort of 200 or 300 meters. I'm expecting a fair amount of these showers to be quite wintry. So yeah, I would expect a little bit of snowfall in some of these showers. Areas most prone to these showers appear at the moment to be parts of Wales. It's places like Snowdonia, some parts of the Brecon Beacons, parts of the North Pennines, and obviously the Highlands further north. Moving to Monday, the situation is somewhat improved. We've still got this northwesterly breeze, but it will be a rather dry day. We will be starting to bring in a ridge from the southwest, so that will start to dry things down. So, to all intents and purposes, Monday is a dry and fine day with some sunny spells after a patchy frost. However, late on in the day, more cloud will be starting to invade from the west, and this then signifies the start of a mild Christmas. So we go in to Tuesday, the 20, what's that? Tuesday, the 24th, is it? Something like that. Yeah. Tuesday, the 24th will be a milder day. The westerlies will be returning. Essentially, a dry pitch for many parts of England and Wales, but low pressure will be further to the north of the UK, and this will be bringing in the risk of rain and drizzle at times due to Atlantic weather fronts hanging around to the north of the UK. Worth mentioning then that for the western parts of Scotland, those upslopes, there could be a potentially very wet period of weather between Tuesday the 23rd and maybe Boxing Day as we keep this westerly flow coming in off the Atlantic, bringing in a lot of moist tropical maritime air mass in mild temperatures. So, quite a wet picture for those 2 or 3 days up there in the far west of Scotland. But for many parts of the UK in this period, 23rd through to the 25th, we are looking essentially dry. High pressure will be to the south, and that will keep us generally fine. However, there'll be rather a lot of cloud overnight as well, and most of the days this cloud will be sticking around, but it will be mild. Temperatures around about 12 or 13 degrees on Christmas Eve, very mild, and again on Christmas Day, a very mild day. Typical hotspots, I think, is going to be parts of northeast Scotland, maybe around the Moray Firth, where you've got maybe some foehn effect from that southwesterly breeze, and further east and towards the south of England. As I said, 12 or 13, possibly a 15 could be achieved on Christmas Day. Something to watch. By Boxing Day, we maintain this dry theme in the south. High pressure starts to edge up from the south. Now, what that will do is it keeps things calm, it keeps things settled, it keeps things dry, but things will start to cool down day on day because as we move from the 27th through to the 30th, this area of high pressure will move up further north across the UK, so conditions will become generally rather calm. But what that does mean is an increased chance of overnight fog, patchy frost in areas where the sky is clear, and under calm conditions, things are really going to be quite benign in that no man's land week between Christmas and New Year. One exception to this will be the north of Scotland, where you're always going to be on the periphery of this area of high pressure. And up here, think it's probably fair to say that you're always at risk of more in the way of general rain and cloud from frisking Atlantic weather fronts. Right, moving towards New Year. Now, we did mention about this potential cold spell that could manifest itself if pressure starts to rise towards Greenland. I don't think we've got any more sort of consistency with the models, but it is fair to say I've had a little look at some of these ensembles. There is still a signal as we move towards the new year for cold air to start at least affecting the north of Britain. So in North Britain, I'm saying really Scotland. That's about it at the moment. I think across England, Wales, and many parts of Ireland, I think it's probably fair to say at the moment, on the balance of probability, things will remain mild. We'll keep this westerly theme going. However, I'm expecting at some point around New Year or shortly after there to be a slight battleground between that colder northerly air mass that's trying to come down and the mild situation that's going to be in place really from Christmas onwards. So a few things to look at, in that period over the New Year period. But until then, as I've mentioned, high pressure really rules the roosts. Things become quiet, things become settled, things become increasingly cool by day and overnight after a very mild Christmas period. Hope you've all found the forecast useful. Please let me know what your thoughts are for the new year. I know it's an evolving situation, and your views are always welcome. But anyway, what is it now? I think I've gone on for 6 minutes. I'll try and keep it to five. I hope I've got the information across. Anyway, ciao for now. Thank you for watching.